first video. Is your mic plugged in?
What up, movie lovers? Welcome back to the Apocaflix Movie News Podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Bartley, and I'm here again with Jake Berlin. What's going on, man?
Not much, happy Thanksgiving. Happy to be here talking movies.
And we're also joined by Gio Ramos. What's up, man?
I am so full, guys.
Yeah, I'm actually really full from last night still, even though I ate breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
How was your guys' Thanksgiving, by the way?
Good. Food, movies, food again.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little small get together with the family. The usual stuff,
Nice. Food, football.
Yeah, the football was, the first two games were bad just because they were complete blowouts. But
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Calvin
actually,
Johnson, baby, on my fantasy team.
after our family left last night, we turned on Trainwreck.
Oh, nice.
We watched it as a family.
See, it always goes back to movies.
Yeah.
It's not really a family movie, though.
No, but my dad, he enjoyed the hell out of it. And my mom, who's not really a movie person, she loved watching it too. She actually got a kick out of it. So
I actually really like that movie.
And it was the unrated version, so it was like even more.
Nice.
It was like worse, but it's still a pretty funny movie. So
yeah, no, I really like that movie. Yeah, I had a good time too. Ate some food, watched some football. I didn't really watch any movies, but I did finish Jessica Jones early in the morning. And you guys can look out for our spoilers discussion on Jessica Jones that we're going to record later today and put up later next week. It's technically connected to the Marvel MCU, so it has to do with movies. So that's why we're going to do a review on it. And even if it wasn't, we probably still would.
well, it's a 10-hour movie.
Yeah, it's pretty much. And, we could talk about TV occasionally, so no worries. So what do we got for today, Gio?
This might as well be a comic hero talk because it's all comic books except for one. So we're going to start Captain America Civil War. The trailer just kind of dropped out of nowhere, right, guys? Was any of us expecting this trailer to drop this
on Monday night after the Star Wars stuff, because Jimmy Kimmel had J.J. Abrams, Adam Driver, John Boyega, Daisy Ridley, and Carrie Fisher on the show. It was all Star Wars,
right?
The entire show. After that night, after the show, he had tweeted out, Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans are stopping by tomorrow. They have a little nugget with them.
Yeah.
So people were kind of like, okay, are they going to drop a trailer, or are they bringing something with them,
Like a little clip.
But they dropped an entire, teaser trailer and the 3 posters. So not a lot of people knew about it because it wasn't like released by Marvel or anything. It was released by Jimmy Kimmel. So it's like, but it kind of was expected just a little later on. Like there was no heads up, but like 12 hours before.
Well, Marvel, I'm pretty sure Marvel had that planned. Like, it's a strategic move like they always do, but they just kept it under wraps. Nobody else knew about it. But I didn't even know they were going to be on Jimmy Kimmel. But if I did, I would have predicted they're going to drop a trailer.
Well, when you have those two together, it's like, okay, they're not just on there to talk about Thanksgiving, obviously.
I heard it from you. I was on my way to go watch Creed with you, and you were like, Civil War trailer. And as soon as I got to the movie theater, on my phone.
See, I was expecting it. I wasn't expecting it till later on, but I forgot that Kimmel, it records earlier in the day.
Oh, true.
So that's why it was dropped so early.
Was it in front of the Creed
Eastern
trailer?
time?
No.
Movie?
No.
I just watched it on my phone right before we went.
I don't think it'll be released in front of a movie until Star Wars.
Yeah,
that's the next big Disney movie.
I can't wait because
those
lot of
previews,
casual movie fans don't even know that movie's coming out. Like,
we're getting off topic, but the 4 previews that are in front of that: Batman vs Superman, Captain America: Civil War, X-Men Apocalypse, and I was watching a live view on Stephen Amell's Facebook page from Arrow. He had said that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 trailer is with Star Wars.
Nice.
No way.
Yep.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
So those 4 movies in front of Star Wars.
Right on. Well, let's dive into this trailer real quick, guys.
So the actual trailer.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Reactions, positives, negatives. Let's start with Jacob first, because you're the Marvel guy. Tell me.
I'm the Marvel guy. Who said I'm the Marvel guy?
I did.
I think I'm the Marvel guy of anybody.
You're the Star Wars guy, man.
Yeah.
Gio just
I'm the hater.
Claimed me the Marvel guy, and he's the DC guy. Even though I love DC as much as I love Marvel. Let's make no mistakes there. But anyways, Civil War trailer, effing amazing. So the Batman vs Superman trailer was the best trailer I've seen all year. Even though I love all the Star Wars trailers, don't get me wrong. But if I'm being unbiased and just judging them objectively, Batman v Superman was the best. But this tops it for me. This is the best trailer I've seen all year. And the reason is because it's not like there's plenty of visuals and plenty of spectacles to see, but it's not focused on that. It's focused on the emotions and the story and the characters. One worry all of us fans had was, how are they going to have all these characters in this movie and it still be a Captain America movie? Now, after watching this trailer, I know it's a Captain America movie. It picks up right after Winter Soldier. Like, you can go straight from watching Winter Soldier and then go watch this movie. You don't even have to watch Age of Ultron. You could just...
It's a sequel to the Winter Soldier more than Age of Ultron.
Yeah, I mean, and it's supposed to be. So, I love that it's clearly a Captain America story, and it ties into as a trilogy. You can just watch the Captain America movies and then watch this trailer, and it's like it's a perfect setup for the third movie in a trilogy. And I just love how we knew Bucky was going to be a part of it and kind of be like a catalyst for the plot, but I didn't know how it was going to be like the main driving force. Like, and it makes so much sense because Captain America is like noble and he's going to do what's right. But even before he's going to do what's right, he's going to stay loyal to like the people he cares about the most. And his only family, his best friend Bucky, he's not going to abandon him, and that's his motivation. That was the best thing I took away from it. I'll talk about more of my positives, but just my initial thoughts, like that's what I took away from it and why I loved it so much.
Jake?
Yeah, I'm totally on board with him. I mean, Jacob and I, we saw each other that night, and he saw how I was buzzing from the trailer.
Oh man, that's all we were talking about before Creed started.
I was with my sister when it came out, and I shouldn't be doing this, but I saw it drop on Twitter, and I put it on while driving.
No way.
Yeah, it's bad, but I had to watch it like as soon as it dropped. Like I was that excited for the trailer. It's an amazing trailer, and like Jacob was saying, it is very much telling the story from Captain America's side. Like it's a clear Captain America movie.
Yes.
And there's all these characters and everything, but everything we see is from the eyes of Steve Rogers, which makes it that much better. It makes it like it's much more of an interesting story, telling it just from one side and seeing his point of view of everything. It's gonna find Iron Man and Cap and all these characters at odds, but we were worried that it wasn't going to be a sequel, but it clearly is. The tension's there. You can tell that these characters, they don't want to go after each other, but they have to for the cause that they're fighting for, and they have to take sides because of what's going down. It's straight nerdgasm. Like it's everything we were expecting from a Civil War trailer, and it looks like it's adapted the storyline so damn well. And building off of the Winter Soldier and the stuff from Age of Ultron with the Sokovia Accords and all that kind of stuff. It's very, very exciting. Jacob was saying that it's his favorite trailer all year. I can't put it there because the Star Wars trailer, it's straight nostalgia for me. Like it made me tear up. And when something makes me tear up, that's obviously the best one, but it's definitely better than Batman vs Superman for me. It's pure glory. I mean, if you haven't seen it yet, you seriously need to go see it as soon as possible.
Yeah, this is a really good trailer, guys. It asks a very honest question regarding superheroes and limitations. I mean, we saw what happened in both Avengers movies, and now this is a topic that needs to get addressed, regarding superheroes and how much, power we should put in their hands. So I thought that was great. And like Jacob said, how this follows the Winter Soldier, you can watch Winter Soldier and go directly into this movie. So that was a really another positive thing. So we're going to talk about positives more. Any specific things you guys want to mention about the trailer, things that you really liked that stood out?
Yeah, because going back to how it's a Captain America movie, well, we know Iron Man is the second most important character in this movie. I mean, Bucky, but it's Iron Man. This is basically Iron Man versus Cap.
They're on the posters together. It's Team Cap versus Team Iron Man.
Exactly. So, Tony Stark is, if not one of the main antagonists. And
that's weird. That's weird to say.
Doesn't mean he's a villain. It doesn't mean he's a villain.
No,
he's just
not at all.
Antagonist.
Right.
And but every single line that's said in this trailer, it serves the story. It's not just throw it in there to make it sound cool because it's a cool line. Like you hear, I forget who's talking first. Oh, Cap, obviously talking to Bucky.
And it's Scarlet Witch talking to Cap. Or no, Black Widow.
Scarlett
Excuse me.
Johansson.
Yes.
Yeah, but Black Widow, and then it switches to Falcon talking to him, and it sets up it sets up everything, and you know where everybody that's close to Cap stands. So I like that. Like every sequence of somebody talking, it has to do with Cap. Like Falcon's like, when people shoot at you, they usually end up shooting at me. So I need to know what's going on, and that just shows you he's riding with Captain America. And Scarlett Johansson, from the way she's talking to him, you know she's on the other side. And because I didn't know how is it going to be a big enough issue to where they're actually going to go against each other? And this trailer convinced me of it. 2 huge highlights for me. I mean, I could talk about 100 things that I love about this trailer, but finally seeing Black Panther in live action, even though it's very quick and small, he looked amazing. He looked so awesome.
And, well, not only that, but for those who don't dissect the trailer like we do, they're not going to know that he's
Black
actually
Panther.
in it more than that what it leads on to. He's not just in that one shot of him standing there. He's also in a parking garage running, and he's also fighting Bucky at one point.
Well, I think we're going to actually meet T'Challa.
Oh, no, I'm not saying he's not going to be in the movie. I'm just saying in the trailer, he's
like
more
it
in the
looks
trailer.
Like one scene, kind of.
He's in the trailer more than people are seeing.
That first time they show him and he's standing there and he just looks, I didn't know his face was going to be like lit up like that. Like it's like an Iron Man mask, kind of.
Well, kind of, yeah.
Well, there's lights in there. It's not.
Yeah, he has eye covers. It's like Deadpool,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
It's like Deadpool covers his eyes.
But it doesn't look like it's like cloth. It's like an
armor.
Yeah, it's like armor, like robotic armor.
Right.
So I really like that look. I think it looks awesome. And I know we probably all want to bring this up, and I'm sorry to steal it, but the last scene is the best. This whole trailer did this, but that last scene probably like made this, like there's Batman v Superman, Rogue One, and then the Civil War. Like I don't know which one I'm more excited for, but this, like, before it was for sure Batman v Superman and Rogue One at the top, and then Civil War under it. Now Civil War's like right there with them for me. So yeah, just seeing the action of Bucky and Cap throwing the shield back and forth and punching Iron Man, and
they're not just, dude, they're wailing on him.
They were wailing on him, but I think people underestimate how powerful Iron Man's suits are, because they're wailing on him and his suit's taking it.
Especially this new
and they're throwing the shield in his suit, and it's not like it's damaging it.
But we see it cuts off right when his Cap goes for him with the shield. That can be the final one, the final blow, or the one where Bucky tears out his centerpiece, his arc.
God, it looks so. And then we all know the line that just got.
This is one of the greatest lines in
any trailer.
in all Marvel movies. He says, "But he is my friend." He goes, "So is I." Like the straight emotion that he had said it with,
because
it was so perfectly timed too, because everything had built up towards, and then it goes straight to the action.
And Robert Downey Jr. is a great actor, because you see the look on his face. He's like, he pauses for a second. He's like, "So was I." Like,
he's hurt. He's genuinely hurt.
He really is. And how awesome is it? Like, even in the middle of the trailer, when Iron Man like breaks through I think it's an elevator, and like I was showing my brother the trailer, and like right in that moment, my brother got so excited, because like that's like Iron Man's basically a bounty hunter chasing down Captain America. So like just everything about this trailer is awesome.
It's like, Cap, you look defensive.
Yeah.
Well, if you look too in the background, Bucky's standing behind him.
There with a gun right there.
Yeah, he's standing behind him.
Mm-hmm. And I think him and Steve Rogers might have gotten in a fight earlier in the movie because he has a black eye.
Iron Man?
Yeah, he does.
I'm sure they've gotten some kind of blows, man. It's
maybe that scene where he says, "I just want to punch you in your pretty teeth."
You know, I want to talk about that scene real quick, because Marvel.
Well, go ahead and talk about your positives.
So Marvel, they're known for, they do comic movies right. They stay to the pages and stuff, and they have a lot of comedic elements to their movies. And a lot of people are like, is this movie going to be? Is it going to be funny? Are there going to be moments where it takes me out of the action because it's a dark movie? Like, it's supposed to be. That scene, like, it could have gone in a very wrong direction, but when Tony says, "Sometimes I just want to punch you in your perfect little teeth," and it goes to Cap, he doesn't smile or anything. He's just sitting there.
Joke.
he's just sitting there with,
and he looks
with a
away.
stone face. So it's like,
and Tony doesn't look like he's joking when he
no,
says it
yeah.
either.
So this isn't gonna be the normal Marvel movie. Like it's gonna have its fun moments and stuff. Like we saw it through the trailer. There are a couple of them.
Well, like even Winter Soldier is very dark and
It's
serious,
subtly funny.
but there's a lot of comedic elements.
Yeah.
in
So
there.
they're really showing us that this movie is gonna take a different direction. This is gonna be kind of almost what we wanted Age of Ultron to be, because Age of Ultron had a lot of funny moments.
Yeah.
But it should have been a very dark movie.
We were like a lot of people use this reference. We were expecting Age of Ultron to be the Empire Strikes Back of the MCU, right?
This has a chance.
This could be the Empire Strikes Back of the MCU.
Like just that scene, and there's so many positives. I mean, you see War Machine in action alongside Iron Man. The Black Widow versus Captain America thing is really big for me because I've really come to love their relationship, especially started by the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And it just kind of goes on. The list goes on. But the scene that I love the most, besides the final scene, is because I'm looking forward to the most in the movie, the parking garage scene when they're running, when Captain America is chasing Black Panther.
Yeah.
But what you don't really put together is that Bucky's in front of Black Panther.
Oh, so Black Panther's
He's chasing Bucky with Captain America chasing Black Panther.
Is that Black Panther has it out for Bucky?
Well, we don't exactly know, but we think that Winter Soldier killed Black Panther's dad.
Yeah.
At some point in the history or whatever. But there's this earlier scene in the trailer where Bucky's jumping over a car in a parking garage.
Oh, okay.
That scene is going to go down hard.
Oh yeah.
And I think Black Panther's going to whoop the hell out of both of them.
Oh hell yeah.
Because he's faster than both of them, but we've seen Cap go to places where he is like out of this world strong and fast. I don't know if he'll be able to catch Black Panther, but when he catches him, the fight is going to be insane.
Yeah. Well,
like it's so exciting because I'm a huge fan of the Ed Brubaker comics of Captain America, and the moments since I've heard about Bucky and Winter Soldier and everything, this is what I've been waiting for. The
for them
team
to
up
fight together.
like it's what I've been waiting for so long, and the fact that Black Panther's now coming into the mix,
God.
the excitement for me is like through the roof. Yeah, I mean, there's so many little Easter eggs and everything too. What's funny though is that we saw the scene of Team Cap as they take off. The scene, by the way, where he says "We fight," is like insane.
Yeah.
I paused it. I couldn't find Ant-Man anywhere. Like,
He's on top of my
no,
shoulder.
he's
I'm
not
just
anybody.
kidding.
Like, that's what I was looking for though.
Maybe I don't know, dude. I don't.
Well, and here's
maybe Ant-Man's not involved in the fight. Maybe they just need Ant-Man.
Or maybe he's secretly hiding in Iron Man's armor.
Yeah, I think they're gonna need Ant-Man for like one sequence or a sequence or two. I don't think he's gonna be involved in the big fight at the end.
I think he will be, but
I think he is.
another thing that excites me is that because as we got the name, like the official team rosters and everything, there was no Scarlet Witch anywhere.
In the picture, and
We see her.
Agent 13 wasn't in this trailer at all.
Yes, she is.
Is
She is. So the scene where they're taking away Cap and Falcon's uniforms in the warehouse.
Oh, okay.
If you pause it with the wide shot, it's Falcon and Cap standing on one side, Martin Freeman and Sharon Carter standing on the other side.
Really? Okay.
So we'll see them together, but it looks like Martin Freeman's almost going to be on the side of General Thunderbolt Ross.
Okay,
played by
that makes
William
sense
Hurt.
because they said
Yeah.
he's going to be a government.
But we all
official or
expected he was going to be
something.
siding with Cap.
Yeah, who knows? I mean,
But I mean, I can go on for days on
well,
this
there was
trailer.
no Baron Zemo in this trailer,
Which I like, but there was
No,
a Crossbones.
I like that too. Though.
Crossbones was in it.
Crossbones was in it.
Oh, yeah.
So the very beginning, like if you watch the trailer and you think that the government is going after Bucky, it's not the government. It's Crossbone and his army. I think that's his. Like I think that's a side of Hydra, or unless the government has Crossbones. I'm not sure, but it looked like it was
Well,
Crossbones and his.
As far as we know, the government is Hydra. Like,
Well, very true. Very true.
God,
like,
I hope
the
not.
lines are so blurred.
Yeah. The only other thing that I'll add is that, like you said, the shots of the action look great, which was a strong point for the Winter Soldier. I mean, one thing that we all loved in that movie was, how well the action scenes were shot.
That scene between Bucky and Cap when they're the hand-to-hand combat is still my favorite all-time Marvel fight scene.
Now, if you throw in Iron Man against those
Exactly.
two,
Just like sit back with a wide shot and just watch them go at it. Like I don't want any zoomed in anything.
can you guys see a continuous shot happening where it's just like boom.
I hope so. I mean, that'd be awesome. The Russo brothers, they have such a good grip on what these movies are supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like they were the perfect choice for the Captain America movies.
Man,
They are so realistic.
Well, there's one thing we have to talk about is the lack of Spider-Man, I think, and I'm happy that he's not in the trailer. I don't want to see him in the trailer.
He didn't need to be.
Yeah,
like
especially not in the first trailer. I think he's gonna be in the third trailer.
We had heard
and the TV spots because you have to let casual movie fans know he's in the movie.
We had heard that at D23 when they released that trailer, like it was very comedic with the Ant-Man scene and the Hawkeye and Black Widow scene.
Well, and I assume Spider-Man's introduction would have been comedic as well.
It didn't fit into this trailer.
Yeah.
Like if you threw in a comedy scene, it would have thrown the entire thing.
Oh
out.
yeah, definitely.
So, but I hope they hold him back until the very last. Like what they're doing with Luke.
I can almost
honestly,
guarantee he's gonna be in a trailer.
I don't think you need to show him at all. I don't.
I think you do.
For people to go see the movie?
Not to get people in seats, but to let people know that Spider-Man is in this universe.
But do you realize how big of an impact that would have?
My mom doesn't know Spider-Man's in this universe.
But what if she watched the movie and Spider-Man shows up?
No.
The impact that would happen.
They need to let people know that aren't going to go see the movie initially.
See, I don't think you need to show them.
I think you do.
Because if you, looking at the posters, people are going to go watch the movie because it's a poster.
Yeah, no matter what.
They're going to go see this movie.
No matter what, it's not... maybe a few people will go see it that aren't going to go see it if they find out Spider-Man's in it. But I think the casual movie-going audience has to know that Spider-Man's in this universe now. You have to, because otherwise they're going to be confused, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they should just hold him back. I think it'd be such a good thing if they held him back.
I'm wondering if, we get... Because the rumors are that there's a fight scene between Spider-Man and Cap. We don't know the concept.
That's a big rumor, though.
It's a rumor, and if that's true, we don't know what context it is. What if, let's say that scene is there, but then there's also a scene where Iron Man's trying to recruit Spider-Man, you know?
That we know that's going to happen. Just because we've heard the rumors about Iron Man being in a Spider-Man movie, but it seems like Tony Stark and the fact that he can create the suit... And he probably now that he's working with the government, they probably have all these eyes on people who have powers and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's it kind of makes sense.
I don't know. I would love it if Tony Stark went to Spider-Man and Spider-Man was like, "No, I'm not working with you guys. I'm a kid. I don't even know what's I'm just figuring out my powers." And then at the end of the movie, if it's done right, not cheesily, Spider-Man comes and helps Tony because Tony's getting his ass whooped.
I don't think he's going to be in the big fight. I think he's going to have a small, short introduction within the movie somewhere, and then I don't think he'll. Well,
there's going to be an action bit. I can guarantee you.
And if that's with Cap, then that's with Cap.
Yeah.
But there was a screenshot going around. I found it on Twitter. I don't know if it was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or Age of Ultron or something, but someone had taken a screenshot, and it was a news reporter, and on the bottom screen, the headline thing that scrolls across the screen on the bottom like ESPN has. It says that Tony Stark helps inner city kids with scholarship funds or something.
Oh.
People are like, is that how he meets Peter Parker?
That would
possibly?
make sense. And
probably.
And if you watch the Ultimate Spider-Man,
the TV
show, he looks up, he's like, "Oh, the Avengers!" And he's Tony Stark
a fan.
Is his hero because he's a genius, you know. And Peter Parker's not a tech genius necessarily, but he's a genius.
So I would say look out for Tony Stark possibly meeting him as Peter Parker and not Spider-Man.
So what do you guys possibly think the action bit will be? What will be the context of the action bit? Is Cap chasing down Spider-Man, or do they just run into each other, or do they send Spider-Man after Cap?
No, they wouldn't send just because Spider-Man.
I mean, he's a kid.
I don't think he's nowhere near the level of Cap. But I think that
even with his raw skills, even if he hasn't mastered his skills yet, he could still fight Cap.
Yeah, but
Definitely.
I just think that Cap's experience, man, he would whoop the shit out of him.
I don't think so.
I think he would.
Dude,
but I think
Spider-Man could do so much more than what Cap can do.
I mean, the reports, the comments from the guys writing the Spider-Man movie will say that he's been Spider-Man for a year now.
Okay.
So in a year...
Well, if he has his webs and he has super strength and he can jump, I think Cap wins the fight because he's going to outsmart him. But
it'll be a playful from Spider-Man. He'll mess around with him as a teenager
Cap will,
does.
get him, knock him out or something.
He's the Avengers team lead. It's you can't beat him. Nobody can beat him. He's the Avengers team lead. He's one of them.
Yes, you can. He's your favorite character. That's
no,
why
I'm not saying that. You put up a teenager Spider, like, yeah, he's a great character, but you against the Avengers team leader, it's like, come on. That's like Robin going against Batman.
I'm not saying I think Spider-Man's gonna beat him in whatever fight.
It'll be a playful fight.
I don't think there's gonna be a clear-cut winner. I think they're both gonna like get each other good.
It'll be a playful fight.
But I'm just saying, even taking away from what might possibly be in Civil War, just if you, let's say you put fully experienced Spider-Man against fully experienced Cap, Spider-Man can take on Cap, and
he's not fully
Cap.
experienced.
I know, but you're saying like he has no chance.
I'm not saying he has no chance.
I even think as a kid he could beat him.
No,
I don't think he's going to in this movie, but I think he could.
See, I feel like we talk about that with Star Wars, but I feel like it has to be like, if it was a fight, like say you're saying Tony sends him after Captain America or something to change things up, it would have to be a Vader versus Luke fight in Empire Strikes Back.
I suppose.
Luke he's been a Jedi or a Padawan, whatever you want to call him, for so long. But Vader, he's for years. It doesn't matter what kind of power he has. It's Captain America. He's been an Avenger for years. He fought in World War II, all this kind of stuff. I just don't see him.
It just depends on.
Like,
how
I'm
the
sure
fight
he'll get
goes.
a few shots in there, yeah. But ultimately, he's not going to be able to take him down.
I don't know how strong his. We don't know how strong his webs are going to be, but
well, it's Spider-Man.
Can,
We've seen Spider-Man before, so he's not going to be anything special.
Like, he can. If he wanted to, he could like just wrap Cap up in like hundreds of webs over and over and over again.
And then
he wouldn't be able to.
He would break.
He could probably get out like a few threads, but like if he just wrapped him up like with hundreds, he wouldn't be able to get out.
I don't see that happening.
I don't know. I think he could beat him.
I don't think he can beat him at this stage.
I'm not saying he's going to.
I think he can eventually, but not at this stage.
Yeah. Well,
I think he's too young and too inexperienced.
I think it's funny that you're saying the leader thing because Spider-Man's gonna become the leader of the Avengers.
Well, we don't know that.
I'm predicting it.
I think it will happen too, but I think he has to be older for that to happen.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, for sure.
He's only 15.
It'll be like
right. He's gonna be a 15-year-old, right?
15-year-old, yeah.
It'll be like later on, like in Avengers, like 5 and 6 when he's the leader. No, I'm not saying not even in Infinity Wars or anything. He'll just be. I wonder how big his role is gonna be, but anyways.
In what? In Civil War?
In Infinity War.
Infinity War, it'll be big.
Looking at the future.
Because that's following the Solo movie.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be big in Infinity War.
I mean, it's Infinity War. Negatives?
Well, do you have any positives? Did you talk about your positives?
Well, I mean, I just added a little bit.
Okay.
Like the action shot.
Well, do you want to add anything to our little argument over here?
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Spider-Man would lose. I think Captain America is faster, especially just think about that opening shot in The Winter Soldier, running through all
consider this. We haven't even met Spider-Man yet, so we don't know what he's capable of.
Well, we think that they said that he's been Spider-Man for a year or so many, however
I'm just
long.
talking about like right now. Like,
he's too inexperienced.
Spider-Man doesn't have the experience.
Yes.
He's young. He's gonna grow stronger. But if you're talking about right now, you have to give it to Cap.
But what like? I think
you guys are saying like Spider-Man has no chance at all. Like
I'm not gonna say he doesn't have a chance, but I think it's an easy fight because he's too young and inexperienced compared to Captain America. And it's funny because we don't even know if this fight's gonna happen. But if say this fight happens and Spider-Man gets in some shots, they have fun with it. Captain America beats him.
That's gonna happen.
Imagine like where these two can go from here, like the almost the master Padawan thing going on.
It'll be a little rivalry too. Like Spider-Man will be like, "You got me that first time."
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be a really.
And I guarantee, like in the future, like the beginning of one of the Infinity War movies, they show them like training together.
Well, because we're all looking forward to the personalities of Peter Parker and Tony Stark meeting, right? Like those two personalities clashing.
Yeah.
Imagine a Peter Parker versus a very serious war-ridden Captain America.
Well, it's similar to like
that's very exciting.
Steve Rogers and Tony Stark going back and forth,
But this is a lot teenager. Different. This is a teenager. Like this is really cool to see a very young superhero like Spider-Man come into someone like Captain America and Bucky Barnes and the Falcon. Like these characters
they'll all kind of be his mentor. Like he's gonna take.
Well, they're all veterans in war
from everybody, But I feel like Tony Stark and Cap will be like his main mentors, and he's going to take different things from both of them, learn different things.
For as long as Tony Stark's alive.
Yeah. No, I think Tony Stark will die in Infinity Wars, not
See,
Civil War.
I think that's going to happen too, but I won't rule him out dying in Civil War. I won't rule it out.
I'm not 100% positive, but I'm pretty sure he signed like a multi-film deal again. Like, I don't know though.
But that's only a contract.
Oh, I'm
It's
already
true.
stating he's going to be in the Spider-Man movie. I think he will.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well,
So-
but I'm just saying I won't rule him out dying in Civil War
Yeah, it's a possibility.
because the
Or-
stakes would
or
be
Rhodey.
huge. Well, okay. Well, hold on. Well, let's talk about that shot real quick because it's neither really a positive nor negative. It's a really beautiful shot to see.
Yeah.
Actually, it's very emotional. But do we think he's dead?
He's not dead.
I don't think they would give that away.
We've seen this trick so many times in movies. Now, no, because
Well, here I'm going to say this.
Civil War is not stupid like Amazing Spider-Man 2, where they show Gwen Stacy dying, and spoiler, in Spider-Man's
Nobody cares.
arms.
The movie's been out for a while anyway.
Yeah,
A year and a half.
What you were saying?
I won't. I think there's a high possibility that is the shot where he died
Why would they show it though?
because it's a total mind F.
like
Like-
by them showing it, they're like, oh, he's not really
exactly.
dead.
Yes, we've seen it
That
so many
makes
times
sense.
before. It's like, okay, they're showing a trailer. Yeah, he gets hurt. He's not. There's no way he's dead.
But I don't think
I think he.
I don't think one of the Avengers kill him though,
No, I think it's Baron Zemo.
Yeah,
something to do with
exactly.
him. It's the third party.
because that would be too. Tony would never be able to forgive whoever.
And I think
did
it's
it,
near the
you know?
end, and that is the pivotal point where the two sides come together and fight the villain.
But don't you guys think Tony Stark would be a little more emotional? Than
Well, we didn't
just
even really
that
see any.
look?
It was it was a very quick shot.
He
though.
looked so sad in that shot. He really did.
Do
So
we-
Gio,
well-
I'm assuming that you have some negatives. So
Well, does anybody else have negatives?
I can't
don't have-
think of
I don't have
any.
a negative. I don't have a
I
negative.
don't think I do.
I absolutely I adore the living hell of this trailer. Like there's not a single shot I won't watch over and over and over again. Like every frame, every line, every picture.
I think as a trailer, it's
it was
perfect.
strategically.
Sometimes things are perfect. You know?
it was
Just gotta let 'em be.
strategically put there by Marvel, and they couldn't have done it more flawlessly.
Oh, we're gonna see about that. All right. Let's see negatives. Well, this isn't really a negative because we haven't seen the movie yet. It's more of a concern / warning. Those of you expecting the same scale of Civil War that you see in the comics don't, because this story will focus more on Bucky as opposed to the Superhero Registration Act, which I think we saw a glimpse of.
It
Right?
is
like a little.
It's not called this the registration. It's now called the Sokovia Accords.
Yeah.
And it's because of the events of Age of Ultron. It's a variation of the registration. It does the same exact thing though. There's the government, like Thunderbolt Ross said, they have to be
accountable for their actions.
accountable, and
they
have to be. They're called vigilantes, and someone has to watch over them, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I also feel like the scale of Civil War won't be as big because they are focusing on Bucky, right? Like he is.
Well,
kinda-
we don't like that. Could just be like the first hour of the movie.
But do you think the Civil War storyline will suffer
No, I think it's gonna be greater actually.
because there's the absence of characters?
I'm glad that it's like a smaller story and it's more about. Well, we don't know, but from the trailer, it looks like it's more about Cap and Bucky's relationship, and that's what's driving this whole story. And I love that because it's a Captain America movie. If let's say this was Avengers 3, let's just say it was, and they put out this same trailer and it was Avengers Civil War, then I would be pissed off because then I'm like, wait, they're focusing too much just on Captain America. But the fact that it's a Captain America movie, I'm okay with that. And they're just
also
using the Civil War title to tell this story. Like,
I'll also say that you don't need it doesn't need to be a huge, epic, giant story or visuals for it to be amazing. Like, it's a passionate, like
it's an emotion-driven story.
and it's like,
yeah.
like I know people want it like superheroes. Oh, it's got to be cities have to be falling and like all this giant stuff has to be going on. But
Well,
we
look at
saw it in
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, and we also saw like the Winter Soldier. Like, yeah, there were buildings being toppled and stuff, but
It was a
for the most
smaller,
part,
contained
it was
story.
a very personal story.
Yeah.
And there's more passion involved when you see that. Like, we
Right.
don't need to see like a city lifted up into the sky and superheroes fighting on it for it to be good. Like, when you see these two characters, two friends fighting, in an airport in Germany, like the trailer's showing, just it's like a back parking lot. That's like
It literally
serious
is a
fighting.
back
Like that is
parking lot.
serious fighting because that's when blows come to head because like two superheroes who have worked together for years, they are now going toe to toe. It doesn't need to be a huge scale.
Right.
Like, and some people might be disappointed by it, like, oh, it's not a big movie, blah, blah, blah. But you're seeing superheroes fight superheroes. Like, this is a huge storyline because something happened between them to where it's making them choose sides.
And I hope it's convincing, too.
I mean,
there's no problem with Cap and Iron Man. We know they're going to, trade blows. But, like, Hawkeye and Black Widow.
You want to know why they chose sides.
That. I want it to be serious. Because
you want to know why they chose sides? Is that what you're trying to say? Like what sides they choose?
Well, no,
I agree with you.
I want to be convinced that this is a
I'm
civil
worried
war.
that, like, they're not fighting to kill each other. So why are they even fighting? Like, not like, what is the fight gonna resolve?
Yeah.
What is like at the end of the fight? Oh, you guys won.
Well,
now what?
Well, okay.
Are they trying to capture each other?
Well, let me ask.
Like what?
Well, let's ask.
Why
this.
are they fighting?
I
if
think
they're not trying to kill each other. Why are they fighting? Is my question.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I just want it to be convincing.
So you're saying that? I'm not saying you guys are saying this, but if someone doesn't die, will it be satisfying enough?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, that's all I'm wondering.
You said if somebody doesn't die,
So
it won't be.
When they're fighting, what are they thinking? Like I'm trying to kill him right now, or
We don't know. Well, the trailer didn't really give that. Like, we don't know. It's only a teaser trailer. Like, we don't exactly know.
and not that
We know
I
that
don't-
they're fighting.
I don't want any of the main characters to die. Like, if like one of the maybe
Well,
like
I do.
like Falcon or Rhodey or like Black Widow or maybe Hawkeye, even though they're big characters, but they're they're like side characters compared to
characters.
Hulk, Thor, Iron Man, Cap. So if it serves the story, one of them dying, then I'm okay with it. But I don't really want anyone to die. Like, I get it lowers the risk when people don't die. Like, I was even upset that Quicksilver died because,
You weren't invested.
well, I was invested and I wanted to see his character like go on in this universe. When I first meet them, I didn't really like the twins, but by the end of that movie, I really liked both of their characters. And like, when the helicarriers come up and he's like, "Oh, this is S.H.I.E.L.D., not so bad," and like I was like, "Nah," like he's excited to be a part of this, and then he dies. Like, and it did serve the story, but like it just sucks to me, especially if it's a character we just meet in that movie. Like, I don't know.
No one knew he was going to die in the movie.
Yeah, I'll be happy if none of the main characters die, but I'm just worried about the stakes. Like, how serious are they taking this? Like, the fighting is my concern.
I don't know. It looked pretty serious to me. Yeah. From the trailer.
Well, like,
it looked
the Cap,
pretty
Bucky,
legit.
and Iron Man fight looked
Oh yeah.
serious.
That's really the only stuff we saw, though. We saw.
And
we saw
ultimately, that's what matters because that's what it comes down to.
We're going to see the other characters fight, and it looks like Black Panther and Winter Soldier have blows together at some point. We're going to see Hawkeye and Black Widow go after each other. That's what I'm interested in that because they're so tight. Like, what made them?
Are they just trying to like knock one another out and then like tie them up? Like, I don't get what the goal is in the fighting.
Well, what if they're not trying to kill each other? Like, I'm not saying knock each other out, but what if Stark's team
is just trying to get Bucky,
quote unquote, government agents, and they're trying to capture Team Cap?
Yeah, then that makes sense.
That's probably what it's going to be.
But is Cap's team like? Are they like, you're not taking us? We'd rather kill you than let you take us.
You're not taking.
I wouldn't doubt it because he's a soldier.
Then I'm all in.
He's a soldier. Falcon's a soldier. Bucky's a soldier. Hawkeye's a soldier. That entire team is full of soldiers. And Scarlet Witch has no problem killing anybody.
I trust Marvel. I really do.
I trust, yeah.
And Kevin Feige and the Russo brothers. So.
Well, I mean, just look at it this way: they're sending one Avengers team to take out another Avengers team. The
new Avengers versus the old Avengers.
And also risking the chance of there being more catastrophe, the thing that they're trying to prevent. But I guess you have to take them out if you consider them a threat.
Well, on to my next negative, one that you guys might agree on. You guys have seen The Incredible Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Both of you.
Of course.
So you're trying to tell me that General Thunderbolt Ross, the guy who's responsible for all the damage while trying to capture
Oh,
the
I
Hulk,
know, right?
The guy who created the abomination and led to a fight which broke half of Brooklyn, Harlem, whatever.
I don't know where I tried to forget that. I tried to forget that.
Wherever that little neighborhood was. And now you're telling me this guy has a promotion?
Well, yeah. He never got stripped of his...
Well, he's an army general, right?
But you're telling me...
What if he got stripped of his army general, now he's just working for the government, which is a lower class?
Is it a lower class?
Wouldn't it be? An army general dumped to something in the government?
I'm gonna have to rewatch the end of Hulk and see exactly.
Well, he's a changed man at the end of Incredible Hulk. Like, he's in that bar talking to Tony Stark. He's a changed man because of what happened.
Right.
Yeah, and that was so long ago in their universe.
We don't know what's happened since then.
That he could have earned his. He could have earned his way back in, or
all the events have happened. You have all the Iron Mans, the Caps, all those happen. Like, we don't know.
And people change. Like, he could have matured more and been like, "Hey, I was a fool back then when I was trying to chase down the Hulk. I caused a lot of destruction myself, but now I realize we can't let this continue, so I need to do something about it now."
I don't know. It's just, we're talking about a guy who gave super soldier serum to a guy who was clearly out of his mind.
Yeah, but I'm saying that was 10 years ago. Like, people change over time.
What about this then? What about Nick Fury trying to use alien technology in the first Avengers?
Yeah, and
isn't that kind
he
of the same
realized
thing?
It was wrong, but...
Well, after that, what happened after that?
We have no idea where he's been, so we'll find out.
Fury did lose his title as
that's true.
Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. He
because he died.
He gave it to Agent... Well, he gave it to Agent Coulson.
Oh, because he died.
Technically, as far as...
He faked his death.
As far as the government knows, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, that's why he's lurking in the corners in Age of Ultron.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the line... I want to punch you in your perfect teeth. Was that meant to be funny or serious?
No. That's dead center.
Well,
serious.
I love that line because it's still Tony Stark's sense of humor, sarcasm, but the way he delivers it,
there's no sarcasm. There's no sarcasm involved. It's straight.
And Steve Rogers just looks at him and then looks away. I love that.
Like, you're saying. You see Tony have a black eye. That's probably the scene where we see them go after each other.
Right.
Exactly.
That's probably the last time we see them face to face outside of their uniform.
I think that one little scene was Marvel's way of telling us that this is a serious issue.
Yep.
And yeah, Tony Stark's still gonna have his wit no matter what in everything he does and says, but when he's serious, he's gonna be serious. And so I really enjoyed that.
I loved it because in all the other Marvel movies, we would have seen that as a comedy moment, but none of us, as we're watching, were like, okay, this is
if that was in Avengers: Age of Ultron,
you would have laughed.
Steve Rogers would have smiled and said, "Okay, Tony."
Yeah.
So I don't know. I enjoyed that.
Okay, because if that was meant to be a comedic moment, then that would have been a negative.
No, that's because that.
We don't know.
That dialogue leads right into the whole friendship dialogue. It's a perfect foreshadowing moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
Well, does anybody have a favorite moment? Right?
I think the final moment, but I said, I absolutely love the parking garage scene because
it's hard not to choose that last moment. But let's take that one out of the equation.
That moment in the parking garage for me is I am so excited to see that scene, and I hope it unfolds the way I'm hoping it does. But seeing those three go after each other, and I can just see the camera now panning through all three of them chasing each other. It's I have goosebumps I'm so exciting.
I'm expecting some serious parkour stuff.
Well, Black Panther, he's
very acrobatic.
He's the Batman of the Marvel movies. That's what he is. He's the martial artist. He's the smartest guy in the Marvel universe as of right now. He's smarter than Tony Stark. That's what he is. So that's why he's so exciting to see. Mm-hmm. And the fact that he's going to go up against someone like Winter Soldier and Cap, who are super soldiers, is very, very exciting. Depending on who wins and loses, I don't know, but Black Panther is a big character to look out for sure.
Well, Gio, what's your favorite moment other than the last moment?
It was that. Seeing them run through the garage, seeing Black Panther.
Black Panther?
I totally missed that he was chasing Winter Soldier.
Yeah, right before
Panther.
you see Black Panther, there's a scene of when he's in normal clothes, he's jumping over a car. And I can't tell, but it looks like a parking lot in the same building, and then it pans to those two chasing each other.
Yeah, because those two are super fast, and
it's going to be a crazy scene.
Yeah,
it's going to be a crazy scene.
We're talking about all these chase scenes we've seen with cars and planes. We're talking about on foot now.
And think about this, we saw the trailer. We still haven't seen Ant-Man. We still haven't seen Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. We still haven't seen the Vision. The Vision is being held back right now, and he's on Iron Man's side. So, and we only saw one shot of Scarlet Witch too. So, there's still a lot that they're holding back.
Yeah, we have no idea what's gonna happen. Well, obviously the end, the last 10 seconds, but putting that aside, there's two moments that I really like. I really like when you first see like Iron Man pushing that elevator open.
And they're talking.
Yeah, I love like.
He's just walking.
It's just like that's showing us that like Tony Stark is hunting him down, like kind of.
Well, and you see Cap like he's standing there,
and he like has his shield.
Yeah,
and he's
he pulls his shield up to kind of protect himself.
Yeah, and then, but like coolest looking scene other than the last one is when Falcon like beats up those guys. I don't know, I forget what he does, but
when he's talking, yeah.
As he's saying,
see, he is. We talked about this when we saw the trailer that night, but I love the friendship evolving that Cap and Falcon are having.
Well, it's like that's gonna become his modern day like Bucky in a way.
In the comics, they're best friends.
Yeah.
Falcon
they are
Cap.
best friends now.
Falcon and Cap are the duo, and whenever Cap needs something, he calls Falcon.
Yeah.
But he looks like he's being much more major part after the Winter Soldier stuff, which I'm very excited to see. And he looks like he's a great fit. I mean, the guy looks awesome. Anthony Mackie, man, what else can you say?
Bucky is Cap's number one. Like no matter what,
they're brothers. They're brothers.
That's his family. Yes. That's his only family. But I feel like by the time it's all said and done, he'll be that close with Falcon too.
It's the three of them together. Oh
and even God. Like I don't know how much this is going to tear apart him in Black Widow, but he has that type of relationship with her as well.
Well, here's the thing. In the Civil War comic book, there is one character who flips sides.
And it probably will be her.
We don't know.
That would make sense.
So Gio, let me ask, out of Tony Stark's side, do you see, which character would you see flipping in the middle?
Before this trailer, I was going to say Rhodey.
That's what I thought because they would have been fighting together. But
right. Well, Widow's on Stark's side, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is she a double agent?
No, I think she really is on the side of the government at first, but then
by the end
I think she's the one who flips, or maybe Black Panther.
Black Panther's on.
Probably Panther.
I'm gonna say the Vision.
You can have Vision and Scarlet Witch on the same. That's not fair.
See, I don't think he'll flip. I think he'll leave.
Yeah. And be like,
but if I was to pick one who's gonna flip to Cap's side, it'd be Black Widow.
Yeah, I think that would again going with this movie, the tone, like the emotional connection, that would make complete sense.
I think
because
Black Widow and Cap, they're so close.
If Black Panther does it, it'll be for like a moral reason, like I realize what you guys are doing is wrong.
And think about it, like at Age of Ultron, at the end, Black Widow is Captain's co-captain.
Oh yeah.
Like so, they've been like this for months and months now. To see them separate, it's going to be a tear, but I feel like we'll see them come back.
I think if they are going to have that moment where one of the characters has to flip, it's going to be her.
Do you think she'd be working for him the entire time?
No.
Probably not.
Yeah.
No, because even just the context of this trailer, like it sounds like she's being serious, like just stay out of this one, Cap. And he's like, will you arrest me? I mean, we don't know who he's talking to, her or Tony, but like the way they set it up in that trailer, it looks like she's really like she believes in the side of the government. So, and maybe something personal has to do with that. Who knows?
Who's you guys' most anticipated character? One character you're most excited to see.
That's so hard.
Civil War.
That is so hard.
Because you still have Tony Stark, but you're getting a different Tony Stark too.
See, Cap in this kind of context for me is like, it's what I've been. The Civil War comic book storyline is my all-time favorite arc. Mm-hmm. So I want to see Cap in this type of storyline, but I know what I'm gonna get from him.
Right.
This is the introduction of Black Panther.
Okay. Like
he's part of the Marvel's Illuminati. Like he is.
Well, we've never seen live action version of Black Panther, so that's a reason why.
I'm really looking forward to more Bucky too, like actual Bucky, not Winter Soldier. So that excites. There's too many. You can't really choose. There's so many. Then you have Spider-Man.
I mean, you chose Black Panther, and like, I can't decide, but I'm gonna go with Spider-Man, dude. Spider-Man is arguably my favorite comic book character, like hands down. And we're getting an MCU Spider-Man, like in high school, an actual kid playing a kid in high school.
Well, he's 18.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what I mean.
no, I know
It's
what you
not
mean. I know what you
a
mean. It's not
27-year-old
yes.
playing an 18-year-old.
Garfield,
It's an 18-year-old playing a 15-year-old, which is way more
And
believable.
the Tom Holland, he's actually a gymnast.
Yeah. Oh, I know. He has like
He's flipped,
Instagram flips.
I read an interview
Yeah.
the other day. He said that he brought the videos of him doing flips to the Marvel.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that when it was all going down.
I guess he's been wanting to play Spider-Man for as long as
Well,
he
it's no secret. We all really like this trailer. I mean, Gio maybe not as much, but you still really liked it.
I do.
Well, you came out with all these negatives, man. I don't know.
I think he was just throwing questions
I agree
at
with
us.
no, but here's the thing.
I think he was more throwing questions
No,
at us more than
I
negatives.
agree and understand the things that you brought up, but I just don't think anything in this trailer was a flaw. But there's things to question, though.
No, there's definitely things to question.
But that's a good thing when trailer brings up questions.
And
That's a good thing.
And my whole mindset is that I want to bring out some questions that might be a little bit uncomfortable to answer for some people.
Yeah.
But they're nevertheless questions.
Yeah, of course.
Makes the conversation more interesting.
Perfect.
But yes, the trailer is exciting. We all love it. Very exciting. You know what else is exciting? Fantastic Four 2 being canceled by Fox. What do you guys think about this?
Ever so subtly.
Yes. They tried to make it a quiet move, but nah. Mm-mm.
They didn't even. I think it was Box Office Mojo that tweeted it out, right?
Yeah,
Not
they
even
tweeted
20th
it
Century
out.
Fox.
Right. Yeah.
So I remember back when we did our Fantastic Four spoilers review, and we all agreed that we would have liked them to try again with this cast.
Right.
But looking at
Cast
it,
was the only reason why, for me anyway.
but
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with this. Just let people forget about it. And as much as I would love to see the cast. Like, that was a perfect cast for a Fantastic Four, like a young Fantastic Four they were going for. But knowing that they aren't going ahead with it, I'm happy. Like, just let it die. Let the Fox Fantastic Four die. I mean, it sucks. Like, they shouldn't just have to give it back to Marvel for nothing. I liked that rumor about the TV deal where Marvel gave them the rights to make an X-Men TV show, live-action X-Men TV show, and then Marvel gets Fantastic Four back. I think that's perfect. It's a win-win for both sides, I think. So I wish something like that would happen, but I'm actually relieved to hear this. And like we were talking about earlier, I don't even think they're going to do like a marketing push for the DVD and Blu-ray releases. Like, just let it die.
I think there will be a little one. But
Yeah.
Not like we normally see.
But what are they going to say? Own the highly beloved. Like,
No, it'll be a quick TV spot, but because they have to make money.
Yeah, no, that's
they
true. And they
lost so
care
much
about,
money from this
and money
movie.
is the bottom line.
They lost so much money from this movie. As for it doesn't really matter to me. I was looking forward to it because the cast is remarkable. Like, I wanted to see another Michael B. Jordan Human Torch. I wanted to see another Kate Mara Sue Storm. But it makes complete sense. I hated the movie much more than you guys. I think I gave it a 4 when we initially did it, which is really, really bad.
And I really like Jamie Bell as a thing. I
think he was great, too.
He might have been like the best portrayed character in that movie.
The best used.
Yeah,
The
I
best
honestly
used,
think
yeah.
so. Like, the way he talked and everything, and the way he looked was awesome.
See, I don't think it going back to Marvel is going to happen yet.
No, not in the next month or two.
I don't think so. If it does happen, I think they need to push. If Marvel gets Fantastic Four back, I think it needs to go straight to Netflix.
That's what I was thinking.
I think Netflix fits this. Like, Fantastic Four is the first Marvel family. It's the first superhero team.
and
they have superpowers.
You can tell the story so much better in like a procedural TV show.
Out of the 3 Fantastic Four movies that we've had, the story is the problem. And Netflix, as case of Daredevil and Jessica Jones, they have killed it so far. And I think it would be great. You can get 4 up-and-coming actors and actresses who are not known, and you can kick total
and it doesn't
butt.
crowd the movie universe.
It could be totally separate and have their own little universe, and then eventually maybe down the road you bring them in later on down the road.
Well, I want it to be in the MCU still.
It will be. Just like Jessica Jones
exactly,
and Daredevil
but
is.
very subtle references.
Exactly. So, but I don't know if that'll happen because Fantastic Four it's a huge property, well, kind of. But as far as it canceling, it makes sense. I think Fox needed to do it because they completely bombed on it, which sucks. But it makes sense.
I would love to see not just because of the Fantastic Four, but look at all the other side characters in that comes with Fantastic Four, like Galactus and Silver Surfer and Doctor Doom. How much could they do with those characters in the MCU? Like, they could do a lot. Doctor Doom could be a villain of an Avengers movie by himself.
You can create a Netflix universe with Daredevil and Jessica Jones and Iron Fist and Luke Cage and the Fantastic Four. It's like...
But I think that might be a little bit too much in terms of, because Netflix and Marvel, they're all about grounded street level.
Well, they wouldn't do
that doesn't mean they can't do a different type of series.
Like they would do
You want Galactus and Doctor Doom to go against Jessica Jones?
No,
and Daredevil?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like something like Arrow and Flash do, where it's like a 2-hour episode, or like what they're doing with the Defenders. It's a 4 episode exclusive thing after one season of each, and then you go back to your normal things. Like, I think they could do something like that, but if they were to get him back, Fantastic Four, I think it would fit best on Netflix, but I think Marvel would.
Or you can just do like, or let's just say by this time they're doing Jessica Jones season 3, and then it's Fantastic Four season 1. You can have just Human Torch on an episode of Jessica Jones, like she runs into him and
maybe
she
they get
needs
laid
him.
or something. Yeah, it's like
exactly. So, I mean it opens up a lot of possibilities.
Marvel,
I agree with you though that I think Netflix would be the best.
But I think Marvel would
for
hold,
Fantastic
because
Four.
they don't have to get rid of the rights after they would get them back.
Exactly.
They can hold them back until they need them in the MCU.
Yeah. Or just wait till they have to reboot it.
Like after, say, Spider-Man's now leading the team with Captain Marvel and Black Panther, bring him in after Avengers Infinity War Part 2 or like Avengers 5 or 6 or something, and then you have a whole new team. It's like...
Yeah, I would love to see that. And like I would love to see like 1 or 2 of them on the Avengers. Like,
well, they are a big part of a lot are storylines.
Well, yeah, I know in the comics they work with the Avengers all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like so,
because Reed
and like
Richards
Tony,
is
him
the
and
smartest person on the planet.
Reed Richards and Tony Stark are like 2 of the smartest guys in the world. So it would make sense.
You know, I like John Schnapp's idea. Phase 4, Fantastic Four. Throw
with
him in
Spider-Man,
there.
yeah, it's like you bring him in late.
I would. Hey, I'm
Marvel
all
wouldn't
for
have to
that.
give up the rights.
I think the Fantastic Four is better served in the movies universe.
I think it is too because
Just
it's a bigger
because
scale.
You give Galactus, you have another character right there after Thanos. You know, boom, right there. Doctor Doom, like you said, in an Avengers movie, I could buy that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. So if they get, say, hypothetically, because it's not happening, but they get Fantastic Four back, say, I don't know, 5-6 years down the road, they decide to do a Fantastic Four movie.
Mm-hmm.
Do you put Doctor Doom as the villain?
No.
I don't think you do either.
See, you know
we've
what?
seen it twice before.
I know we kind of talked about this. I don't know when it was brought up, like for a little bit when I think we did our spoilers review. But I wouldn't mind if because we know in the comics Doom is like
he's an all-around character.
Well, he was like his best friend before he became evil. He was Reed Richards' best friend, right? And in the Fantastic Four movie, they didn't even know each other. That was stupid. But not that they can't change source material, but
Doom is a good guy.
I would love to see Doom is in the first movie. Like Victor Von Doom is in the first movie, but he doesn't turn evil.
He helps them.
Yeah,
on the science side.
He fights with them. Because I wouldn't mind seeing him have his powers, or maybe he doesn't even get his powers till the second movie, but he helps them scientifically, and then in the second movie he gets his powers. You know, so I want to see their friendship developed first, and that way when he does turn, that way when he does turn, it's so much. It could be like a Bucky Cap relationship.
Yeah, you want the investment.
I think that was Max Landis' original pitch before
all hell broke
loose. Give that guy the rights to write the movie, dude.
In the original script, Doom was supposed to be involved in the final battle, but fighting with the Fantastic Four,
right,
against Galactus. Right?
That would be.
Pretty sure it was Galactus.
It was. I think it was.
Mole Man.
No, it was Mole Man.
Oh, it was Mole Man.
But Galactus was involved somehow.
Yeah.
He showed up at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, let's move to the next subject. We don't have much time.
Okay. Doctor Strange cast announced, guys. What do you guys think? We have an official lineup.
Can you remind me again?
Benedict Cumberbatch, Tilda Swinton, Rachel McAdams, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Mads Mikkelsen, and Michael Stuhlbarg, who has appeared in like Boardwalk Empire.
Has their characters been announced? The last two?
No.
But Rachel McAdams is presumably playing Night Nurse.
Really?
According to John Schnapp, I don't know.
Night Nurse is in Daredevil.
But
What's her
No.
name is Night Nurse.
She's not playing Night Nurse.
Or
That, I
some
heard
kinda-
that
some-
rumor.
Some kind of night.
I heard that and I was like, that doesn't
No,
even make
'cause
sense. But
that's
hey,
what
there could be more than one Night Nurse.
Rosario Dawson
is
playing
Night
Night
Nurse.
Nurse in Daredevil, and she showed up in Jessica Jones.
Okay.
So
Well,
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know.
Rosario Dawson is Night Nurse, but that doesn't mean they can't have
Hopefully
another
Rachel McAdams
version.
plays like a superhero.
I want her to be a
man.
sorcerer. Like,
she's gonna be a sorcerer.
Yeah.
She's gonna be. When she was first cast, Schnepp had said that when Doctor Strange goes to the other realm, there's some character over there, a woman.
I want
that's what they
to
think
see her
she
be like a
is.
sexy sorceress. Like, that would be awesome.
Well, as for the cast, it's killer. I mean, you can't really go wrong with it. It's Oscar talent. Every single one of them is literally
Joe
Oscar
Exactly.
Sal,
talent.
Benedict.
So it's like-
Tilda.
That's ridiculous. That might be the best cast MCU movie. Like,
I wouldn't-
honestly.
I'll call it right now. I think the cast can get nominated for a best all-around cast at an award. Best
like, ensemble.
ensemble. There you go.
Yeah. Do they do? Not at the Oscars,
Not
obviously.
but smaller awards. Yes.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind. I think that could be an Oscar category because there's something to say about the way, like, the top 6
Too bad it's a
characters in a
genre film.
movie work together, you know? But I mean, if let's say they had that category, like best ensemble, 5 movies got nominated, I think more genre films would get nominated in that category. Like, it's not like, you know, even we've seen it happen in the regular categories with
Fast
Heath
and Furious
Ledger.
will be nominated every film they do because it's
Yeah.
the same
I know.
cast they keep adding. But what do you guys think is the Marvel movies so far that we've had? Which one has had the best cast so far?
Winter Soldier.
Are we taking out
think
the
Winter
Avengers
Soldier?
movies?
Yes.
Winter Soldier.
You think Winter Soldier?
Chris
with,
Evans, Scarlett
Evans,
Johansson, Samuel L. Jackson, Sebastian Stan,
Yeah.
Anthony Mackie, Robert Redford.
Yes.
No, that's. I would
There
have
were
to.
a few. There were a few more here
I would
and there,
have to
but
think about it.
like
honestly.
that, it's a remarkable cast.
I mean, that's up there for me.
See, I'm
Kills
going Captain America, the first Avenger.
That's good too.
Because
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones. You had God, what's his name? Red Skull.
Oh yeah.
God, what's his name? Agent Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Hugo Weaving.
Yeah, Hugo Weaving, duh.
Peggy Carter. What was her name?
Her name is Haley Atwell, who
Haley.
I love.
Haley Atwell.
I would love to see her.
You watch Agent Carter, right?
Yeah, I love that
I love
show.
Agent
So
Carter.
awesome.
It's great.
What about you?
It's really hard.
3.
You can even go some
Iron
of the
Man
Thor
2.
movies. I mean, you have
Thor.
I'm gonna like.
Tom Hiddleston.
Is this like
Anthony Hopkins?
which movie has the most Oscar caliber cast, or just like
best cast.
in my opinion, best cast?
cast.
I'm gonna go Guardians of the Galaxy, man.
That's good.
Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Michael Rooker. You can consider Bradley Cooper and Vin Diesel,
Lee
like
Pace.
Lee Pace,
Josh Brolin,
dude.
technically.
Yeah.
Glenn Close.
Karen Gillan
and
as
just the way
Nebula.
all those characters
John
fit
C.
in
Reilly.
together.
John C. Riley, yeah.
So that I think that's a
you're
great
right.
cast.
That's a good cast.
Yeah.
Really good cast.
You can't go wrong with Winter Soldier or First Avenger or Guardians.
Well, the Avengers films kind of just kill it.
No,
You
yeah,
can't
that's
go
why
wrong.
we take
It's
them
like-
out because you have
yeah,
everyone
so-
in there. That's
All
because
right,
then
let's-
you're like Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, Mark Ruffalo. Like that's unfair.
Everybody, yeah.
It's a lot, yeah. Last topic. Jake, why don't you go ahead and talk about the Star Wars Empire cover, any quotes released or whatever?
Well, so as usual, or every week, more Star Wars stuff is being released.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no Padawan this week.
yeah,
so
no Padawan.
just
We'll probably talk about it a
these.
little bit next week, but Empire Magazine, very well known for releasing all kinds of great nuggets for the biggest movies of the year. And as The Force Awakens is getting closer, they dropped their Star Wars The Force Awakens covers, their character covers, and there are 7 of them. 6 of them are can be bought by the public. The other one is a subscribers only cover, which I'm very excited about because I subscribe to Empire. But they feature the biggest names we'll see come December. You see Chewie and Han sharing a cover together. You see Kylo Ren, Rey and BB-8, and then you see Finn with the lightsaber. Poe Dameron, which we've seen very little of him so far, so it's very cool to see him. One of my favorites is Captain Phasma, which she looks totally badass. And then the subscriber is featuring the greatest droids in the galaxy, R2-D2 and C-3PO. So, I mean, for me, they are incredibly beautiful. I love them so much. I think they're
Which one's
great
the one
shot.
only subscribers get?
The R2-D2 and C-3PO.
Oh, nice.
And see how it's written in Star Wars writing too, the language, which
Oh,
is really
okay.
cool. But I mean, I love every single one of them. They're beautiful shots. The most popular one is obviously going to be Kylo Ren. It's already on a bunch of toy covers and stuff as backgrounds on the cardboard. My personal favorites, I really, really love the Rey one. I think the Rey one is really cool, especially with BB-8 there. It really shows that maybe BB-8 is going to be her droid as R2-D2 is Luke's.
Yeah, I'm confused because I thought she was Poe's droid too.
Well, we don't know. That's just a rumor, though. We don't exactly know.
Because I don't see Daisy Ridley like flying in an X-wing,
so,
you know.
But the other one, other than the subscribers, which you can't go wrong with those two. But Captain Phasma, man, I really love the Captain Phasma.
She looks awesome.
I think it's a really cool cover. If I was to buy one, if I had to buy one of the first 6, I would probably go Captain Phasma out of all of them. But you can't go wrong with Huey and Han and Chewie.
Oh my goodness! I was gonna
Han
say,
and Chewie, it's like
how is that not the most popular one?
that one
should be.
Well, it's a beautiful cover too. Han's in his classic pose with his blaster. You got Chewie in the background, the Millennium Falcon. Kylo Ren with his saber. It looks badass.
They all
Finn with the lightsaber
Finn's
looks really cool.
badass to me.
Poe, I mean, he's just standing there, but it's like this guy's the greatest X-wing pilot in the galaxy. He's got because his X-wing, it's actually black. It's a black X-wing.
Damn.
It's different than the rest of them. So he's got to have some kind of special title or like he's just got to be great at it. So
Yeah.
Gio, what do you think, man? What do you think about the covers?
Oh, they're like you said, they're beautiful, gorgeous to look at. You know, for me, my favorite, only because maybe he's my most anticipated character going into the movie is John Boyega as Finn.
Yeah.
Once again, we see him with a lightsaber. What's up with that, guys? Like,
I'm telling you, man,
know.
they are. I just think.
Every promotion.
I'm telling you, I think they are oversaturating him with his lightsaber. I don't think he's going to be a Jedi. I'm not saying he can't be one in the future.
Yeah,
but
no way. He's not going to be a Jedi in this movie.
I don't
in
think
this movie. No, he's not.
I don't think he'll even like they'll even reference him.
Luke is not a Jedi in A New Hope.
No,
He's not.
No.
And I think a lot of characters are going to mirror Luke. Like I think Rey's going to mirror Luke. Kylo Ren's going to mirror Luke. He's going to mirror Luke. But I could see his progression as a Jedi being just like Luke's in the original trilogy.
First.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't die sacrificing himself fighting Kylo Ren.
What do you think, man?
What about you, Jacob?
I really like them. I mean, look at John Boyega's face on this. Like he's like, what? Like he looks angry. Everyone looks angry. Poe Dameron looks angry. Captain Phasma looks angry. And I'm just kidding. Can't see her face. I know.
R2-D2 looks angry.
R2-D2 always looks angry, man.
He's like, oh,
I mean, I guess that goes to show like the intensity of the movie. Like, no one's in a good mood, which they wouldn't be.
Well, it's kind of the classic.
I can't really choose a
cover
favorite,
anyway.
but if you're gonna make me choose, I'm gonna go with the Chewie and Han one. Man, it's just I watched the New Hope again the other night, and
It's nostalgia, dude. It's
they're
nostalgia.
like, even though it's a freaking Wookiee, a guy in a suit, their chemistry is undeniable. Like
The
it's
walking carpet, man.
I just love and I love when Chewie says something, but you don't know what he said. And then Han responds, and by Han's response, you could kind of tell what Chewie might have said. So just the nostalgia, I got to choose that
It's
one.
their last movie, so.
Well, come on
Same
now.
choice.
We
It's
don't know.
their last movie. You're saying both of them are gonna die?
That's.
Both of them are gonna bite the dust.
Do you want me to answer that?
Yeah, I want to know.
It's your speculation.
I think both of them are gonna die.
Hell
Wow. Okay then.
no.
We'll talk about that on Padawan next week.
I think Chewie's here to stay for a while.
Yeah.
Why kill him when he can live for another 100 years in your universe?
I think he's gonna walk away with Leia at some point after Han bites the dust. I think he'll stay with Leia at some
And
point
like to protect
for
her.
long.
Yeah.
For-
For
Oh,
the rest
okay.
of his
for
life.
Han.
Or
To protect her. I was
Or
like,
if
where
Han's-
you going with
Han's
this?
dying
if
wish-
Rey's his daughter, then I think he sticks around with Boyega and Rey.
That, or I think Han's dying wish is gonna either be protect her, meaning Leia,
Or Rey.
protect them.
Yeah, like all of them.
Like maybe he hands the Millennium Falcon off to him. And Chewie, it's Chewie's right now, and that's where Lando comes in. Moving on though.
Hey, is Kylo Ren in the Mustafar planet? Or?
No, that's the planet where we see them attacking the village in this trailer.
Oh, Jakku.
See, we don't know if it's Jakku or not, but we speculate. But see his ship in the background.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's from the shot of the trailer.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, I don't think we're ever gonna see Mustafar again in live action. I mean,
No, I don't think we either.
but
was a cool-
speaking of
I think
Mustafar,
I think
I was watching Clone Wars season 2. Anakin goes to Mustafar before his fight with Obi-Wan. Him and what's her name go there?
Ahsoka?
Ahsoka. They go to Mustafar. That's just crazy.
Dude, Clone Wars has a lot tying into the prequels. A lot of tying in.
It's during the prequels, so it has to be. I'm really liking Clone Wars. So, anyways, that's gonna wrap up our movie news podcast. We had a long podcast, but we spent the majority of it talking about the Civil War trailer, and rightfully so. It is incredible. It's an amazing trailer. You guys let us know what you think of all these topics. Please let us know what you thought of the trailer, what you think of the Star Wars posters, what do you think of Fantastic Four going back to Fox, and anything else we talked about. Let us know in the comment section. And I am your host, Jacob Bartley. You can find me on Twitter at Governor Bartley, and on Facebook, Instagram, Jacob Bartley. And Jake Berlin, where can they find you online, man?
Twitter, Instagram at Qui-Gon Jake. You can find us on Facebook at Apocaflix Movies. And do not forget to check out our Star Wars podcast, the Bad One Podcast. We are now reviewing all of the Star Wars movies leading up to The Force Awakens. Our last week was doing episode 1 and 2. Next week we're doing episode 3 and 4, which should be fun because it's 2 different tales, prequels and original.
Yeah.
So look out for that.
And I want to thank Gio for collecting the movie news stories. And where can they find you online, man?
You guys can find me on Twitter at JojoRamos24 and look for my top 10 lists all-time movies next week.
And if you have not, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you love talking movies, you love listening to movie news speculation, please subscribe. We would really appreciate it. And if you are subscribed, hit that like button. Thank you all, and we will see you next week.